Well, I'm not sure that anything looks different, so we're going to give it a try. And let's see if this is correct. I'm just not quite sure what's going on with it. As I was saying, both Apple things have gone through upgrades, and Facebook had an upgrade a couple of weeks ago, but it hasn't been doing this to me. So let's see if somehow it's right this time. I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. I wish I could tell you what the difference was, but it looked exactly the same on the screen. Oh my gosh. Thank you for coming back. Third time's the charm, I guess. Let's not do that every time. I swear it looked exactly the same. So I hate that because then I have to try and figure out. All right, look, everybody's coming back on. I know. Hello, everyone. So nice to see you. So as I was saying, before that was rudely interrupted by technology, I got together with my team this weekend. We had some fun, crafty time. And then we had a really yummy lunch. And that's just kind of how we roll. So I do have a small team. I have every intention of seeing that grow, and I'm always ready to welcome a new team member. My team is open to anyone. I welcome any and everyone. Everybody's got something fun to add. So anyway, for right now, my team members are local. So we got together, we had a Shoebox Swap, and these were our creations. Don't I have talented stampers on my team? And then we had a really yummy lunch. And so anyway, it was really fun. And as I was saying, I didn't want to stop stamping with friends. So even though that was just on Saturday, I wanted to come on and say hi to you. And I have a couple of really fun things, fun events to talk about. And we are actually going to make this card, which was just recently, Patty Bennett has been making this card. So I hope that if you haven't seen it yet, if you will stick around and take a look at this, yet another version of a shaker card. Isn't that fun? So the whole front is clear, and then you have the back to write on. So first of all, let me show you that my teammate Maria, my friend Maria, made this card. She used stamps that I was looking for, right? Christmas season. And she just said she wasn't quite ready to do Christmas colors yet. And isn't this beautiful? I absolutely love it. So it's on a pale papaya card base and then just has different colors. Flirty Flamingo, Daffodil Delight, pale papaya, pear pizzazz. So anyway, don't put it in a box of Christmas colors. Now we are going to use it today for Christmas colors, but you don't have to use it just with Christmas colors. Hello, Taylor Romans. Yes, we're going to eat a Red Robin another day. Don't worry. Taylor's my little lunch friend. And then Teresa made this, and Teresa is not on Facebook, so I will tell this little funny about her. Her project was to make this a pizza box, and I think we all forgot something out of our shoebox swap, and what she forgot were her pizza boxes. So the only pizza boxes I happen to have were retired gold. And so we decided we were going to use my mini paper pumpkin boxes. But anyway, isn't it pretty? And so this is just a great idea, right? She had this paper cut for a square top. And so we just kind of expanded it and made it into a rectangle. So as I always say, sometimes it's nice to be like boxed into a corner where you have to use a certain number of projects on to make something, because you always come up with something crafty. Anyway, so please don't forget about our mini paper pumpkin boxes. They are so handy, and what a great size. I think you could even put a pair of really fun socks in here, maybe gloves. I don't know. I like some pretty fluffy mittens, but you know, you could put something in here. It would be really nice. And Kathy Sheely says, so glad you're on. My evening was getting boring. Hey, happy to oblige. I'm happy to be here. Maria also made us these little gift bags. I think these are retired Stampin' Up! Items. And of course it was full of candy, but look what happened. Oh no! Sometime in the last couple of days, systematically got emptied, but isn't it adorable? I love it so much. So I'll be keeping that. I might give it away. Oh, no, it's already Halloween. Well, all right, I'm keeping it for a year at least. Cassie, this has nothing in it. No more. He came running in. He heard the crinkling of paper. And then finally we have this one. And like I said, it was inspired by and taught by the best, right? Patty Bennett. She said she saw this shaker card on an Instagram reel. And so she didn't make it up, but she taught me. And so if you haven't watched it, I'm going to teach you. And I just think it's beautiful. Whoops, it's so happy. Something came popping out. Anyway, I can fix that actually right now. Maybe I can. If my tape's in here, let's hope it is. Oh. Okay. So this will be one of the things we'll talk about when we work on this card, right? I'm going to try and slip a little piece of tape right there. I can see that they're trying to escape. Look, some of them escaped. That's okay. So anyway, this was like the second one I made, so we learn. Oh, there we go. Okay, so anyway, we are going to make this. First though, let me tell you about something fun I just thought of. And when you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you run your own small business, you are nimble, right? It's David versus Goliath. Like, I may not have, well, okay, I don't have all of the resources of an Amazon, but I'm very nimble. And so I was inspired about a half hour ago, and I decided we're doing this. So once a year, I send something out to all of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers as an it's a Paper Pumpkin appreciation gift. And this month is going to be the Paper Pumpkin Party for my subscribers, or for anyone who purchases this kit. You don't have to be a lifelong subscriber. You can be a brand new subscriber, but as long as you purchase this Paper Pumpkin kit from me, you will get invited to the Zoom party. The Zoom party is going to be the last Sunday, the Sunday after Thanksgiving at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. So, you know, like right after you're eating some leftovers, you're wrapping it up, maybe you've done some shopping and you're tired, maybe you're driving home. Well, as long as you're not the driver, you can attend this Zoom party. And the Zoom party is going to have games, we're going to have a few prizes, and we're going to work on Paper Pumpkin alternates with this kit. So this kit in particular, I think it's going to be really stellar. I know I say that about most of the Paper Pumpkin kits, but you know, what can I say? If you got it, flaunt it. So this kit is going to include supplies to make 9 of these oversized treat boxes, 3 each of 3 different designs. So the snowmen are just one of the designs. I don't even know. I mean, this is so cute. I don't even know what they could do that would be as cute as this, but you know what? There's going to be something really cute in there. So as you can tell already, if you've been crafting a while, this thing is going to be so fun to alter and make into different things, like maybe a shaker card or a gift tag, the front of a card, anything. So like I said, please just keep this in mind. All you have to do is purchase this kit from me. I will see in my orders if you purchase this kit, and then I will send you the link to the Zoom party. You really have to do nothing. I probably will have an option to purchase a small pack of supplies from me if you would like. It would be minimal cost. It's not really to make money. It's just to appreciate those of you that subscribe to Paper Pumpkin with me. Okay? So please keep that in mind. I will have a link in this video, maybe sideways, maybe the right side up, who knows. But I'll have a link in this video. We'll be talking about it more. And of course, please follow me via email so that you can have all these handy links. Lots of times I'll just post the picture and you just have to click on the picture and it will take you you know, right where you need to go. So anyway, I'm very excited about it. So please, if you have not tried Paper Pumpkin, or if you haven't tried it for a while, oh my Lord, you're going to want this one. Okay. So you only have a few more days to sign up for it. You have to sign up by the 10th. So please don't let the 10th go by, and then you'll be crying and I will have to tell you, I'm sorry, you can't order it. I may order a couple of extras, but that is not a guarantee. So please just sign up. It's the easiest thing. And yes, it is a month-to-month subscription. However, it is so easy to pause your subscription or cancel your subscription. You don't have to call anybody. It's not like the old, I'm really going to date myself. It's not like the RCA cassette tape month of the club, cassette tape of the month club, right? Where you would have to call and they would badger you. No one badgers you. You just enjoy this as long as you want to enjoy it. It is $22 per month here in Idaho. That includes the tax and the shipping. Kathy Shealy says, sign me up. She can't even stand it. She's like, all right, sign me up. It's going to be so much fun, you guys. So please don't let this one go by. Like I said, I can't stand it when you cry and you're sad because you have thought maybe you didn't want it, and then you see it and then you realize, oh no, I made a mistake. Right? It happens. It happens. I hear crying, maybe not on a daily basis, but a little crying goes on every month. Now, another thing you don't want to miss out on is Artsy Zoo Christmas Bingo. So Jen Houston in Canada and I are going to be running an international bingo. And that is Friday, November 19th. But again, you have to sign up for this by Friday. This Friday, the 5th. So I can get your packages together and send you lots of fun goodies, Circes, your bingo cards, your make and takes, and we will be featuring make and takes using the Welcoming Woods stamp set that you can purchase from yourself or purchase from me. There were just a few cards that we made, you and I. By we, I mean you and I. Remember these cards we made last week? Oh, yes. So this is just a little bit of what you can do with Welcoming Woods. So why wouldn't you want this stamp set? And if you're going to purchase this stamp set, why don't you play along with us in bingo and have a chance to win some great prizes? The more people that I add on, or the more people that sign up for the class, the more gifts I add. And your odds are fantastic. Okay, I think I had 8 people last time, and I gave away a $100 gift certificate, 2 $40 gift certificates, and 2 bundles of host stamps, and all sorts of fun stuff. So I'm not a cheapskate when it comes to bingo. And in fact, I probably give away more gifts than I should from a business perspective. But again, that's part of the fun of having your own business, is you can do what you want. Okay, along those same lines, the very next day, I have a class going live. Now, you need to be present for the bingo, right? To play bingo and have fun, but you don't have to be present for this class. It will be recorded, and you'll get a link to watch it via YouTube. But this will be the Stamp a Stack class for this month, and it will be featuring frosted gingerbread. It is so much fun. This is the stamp set, and I have the dies. Let's see here. There are so many dies. Let's just take a look at these for a minute. We will be using them, of course, in the weeks coming. But there are dies to cut out the solid stamped shapes. Okay, not the star. The star's extra. Okay, so you can either stamp the snowflake, cut it out on plain paper, or you can die cut both of these shapes and interlock them, you know, and make it look like a little frosted cookie. Very convincing as a cookie. And also you have all of these different shapes to make. Think about all the different shapes and sizes of peppermints you can make, and you get to make them in any color you want, right? I think it would be a really fun design element, even not as peppermints, just as like summer pinwheels or something. You know, changing the color is going to change up the theme. And then so you have those 4 shapes, and then finally you have this one long piece of well, it looks like icing. Look at that. Look how detailed and beautiful that is. So this is a real gem of a stamp set and dies. And guess what? If you purchase this along with the acrylic shapes, let's see, where are those? Let's take a look at those because they're too pretty. Gingerbread and peppermint acrylic shapes. These are not self-adhesive, but they're super easy to glue. They're actually kind of like these little dimensional icing pieces. I've used some and I'm in love with them. So if you purchase these 3 items from me, you get this class absolutely free. It has supplies to make all 10 cards. You're going to get a half pack of this DSP. You're going to get some Circes. Circes are fun little gifts, right? You're going to get tons of fun stuff. And so obviously the best deal is to purchase these things from me. I think it's about $62. And so if you are interested in that, please let me know. Otherwise, the class alone is $40, still affordable, right? And you get tons of supplies. It's really like a product share with a class. So you will have a written tutorial with pictures. You will have, as I said, you'll have videos. We will do this one by Zoom too, but we can, what do I want to say? You can create along with me, or you can watch it on replay, or both, whatever you want. So that's just a few things I have going on in November. You never know. Kits Night is next week on Wednesday, so I'm looking forward to that. So let's take a look at what we can make with this shaker card, okay? And this is why I was digging through my supplies instead of coming on live with you on time, is that I wanted to find this bundle. It's so pretty. It's really pretty breathtaking. This is part of what I call a super suite because it has 2 bundles that go with it. And so if you look in your mini holiday catalog, you should have that right now. Hello, Ethel King from South Jersey. I've not been watching comments. I'm so sorry, ladies. Kathleen Zuckerman, KZ, I think we could still figure Zoom out with you. Yeah, let's troubleshoot that. I know we already tried briefly, but let's try that some other day this week or something, okay? I'll get a hold of you. So here's the gingerbread and peppermint suite. And like I said, it's kind of a super suite. It has lots of things, right? It has this bundle. It has this pillow gift dies. We have played with this a little bit. It has memories and more. Red ruffled ribbon. It has some decorative masks. Now we used this one last week, but there are 3 more that are killer. I love them so much. I'll definitely be using them when I design the class. So you've got this one that's just like diamonds. You've got this one that looks like icing, right? If you can see that one. And then finally you have this peppermint stripe. Oh, they're perfect. And anyway, you have this beautiful paper, the acrylic shapes, craft paper, which is a little bit different in weight and color than crumb cake. And then all the fun dies and everything that I showed you. So anyway, okay, I just realized I've totally showed you the wrong suite. That is the suite for the class that I can't stop talking about, obviously. That's okay. You wanted to hear me ramble on about it anyway, didn't you? I do love it. The suite I was talking about that we're going to create with tonight is the Painted Christmas Suite, which I call a super suite because it has 2 bundles. And so one stamp set is just images, right? and a slew of, let's see, 19 label dies and image dies. So this is one bundle right here. Let's see. Can I even get it in the camera? One bundle. No, I wasn't doing it on purpose. I wasn't looking. Anyway, I'm just off in my own world, okay? So that's one bundle. And then the second bundle, I just have the stamp set for, but the second bundle is what has all the images. Oh, so pretty. Look at these. They're all different sizes and shapes. This one is going to, actually the words will be in the negative color, and then the ink will be the dark color, so however you color them. But of course, these sentiments fit into a lot of these label dies. So it's really fun, kind of an interlocking couple of bundles. See all of these images that are kind of lightly colored show that you can put the labels, you can use specific label dies for those. And I mean, they'll just go with everything. Yes, so it's really fun and we're going to use it tonight. Oh gosh. Let's see here. And there's lots of other things. I think that these might be on back order. It's okay. It happens. I don't think the paper's on back order, and it's gorgeous. So we'll play with a little bit of that tonight. So let's talk about this card. First of all, you need a piece of cardstock. So I am going to, I think, use Poppy Parade. We want it cut in the landscape mode, standard card size, okay? 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. All right. Then we're going to need one of these. Some of you may not have even seen these. These are our clear medium envelopes. I want to show you the packaging so you know what you're looking for, okay? We need one of those, and I'm going to show you where they are in the annual catalog. They're available all year round. We use them a lot for swaps, and we use them a lot for shaker cards and all sorts of things. So they're in the, guess what, envelopes section. Probably page 127. No, page 136. Yes. Okay. So they're right here. In fact, I've put them in a square. I crossed this one out because for some reason I want to order this one. And these, they're fine, and I do order them occasionally, but they are 3 1/2 by 5, and it's like cards and envelopes together. And so I kept ordering them when I meant to order these. And so I was like, no, Lisa, just stop that. I'm sure you've done this, right? You've all done this in your catalogs, so it's very handy. We also, since we're right on this page, we want some window sheet, okay, that will be the same size as our envelope. So we're going to cut our window sheet 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That is the genius part of this that makes this stand up like a card, right? Because our window sheet, the window sheet we sell, is nice and thick. So, Kashi, you need to get off my 6, or I'm going to roll over you, and that will not be very funny. We'll have to stop the video. He is like as close to me as he can be. Why? I don't know. I know it's 7:37, but that ain't 8. That's not 8. They were trying to push me again last night. They were giving me the stare down. So these are what I keep all of my supplies in, including window sheet. Let me see here. This might not be wide enough. I hope I don't have to cut a whole new sheet. You know, you feel like, oh my gosh, I need to save that for good. That sounds like something my mom would say. Like, what's wrong with now? What's wrong with the present? Here we go. So I am cutting down a piece of that I've cut down into 6 by 6, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay. I also want a little piece of really pretty paper. I really love this one. That's nice too. But let's see. I like a little bit of white to show through the shaker part. And I also think we're going to decorate just front. We're going to do a little bit more than just a single image. We're going to use these label dies and make a whole little vignette. Ooh, fancy. A little vignette of greenery, right? So what do I want behind it? Maybe something not so busy and not so dark, but this paper is delicious. So this is the painted season paper, one of plenty that I've been showing you. Oh my gosh, Kathy Shaley, now your title is in Japanese. There's a milestone follower. Very cool. And now next time when you commented, it's in Japanese. So I don't know about this whole thing. It's just kind of, I find it all very funny. Oh gosh. We're all one big community. Whatever language you want to use is fine with me. Okay, I'm thinking maybe this would be good as a background. And then we could use some darker colors and they'll really jump off of that. Let's see here. I still want a border of white, but why don't I make this 3 3/4 by 5? And then if we don't like that, we can cut it down by another 1/4 or so. Somebody fell off the bed. Somebody's dog fell off the bed. Oh God. Sounds like something I would do. Lisa fell off the bed. She's okay. Sometimes my dog gets kicked off the bed, but other than that, only Cashy, because he is just not, he gets, I think he's like unsure. And so when Tango wants to move in the middle of the night and stuff, I think he thinks he's going to get attacked. So he starts growling like crazy. And of course, then he wakes up the mistress, and the mistress is not so happy with that. The mistress is kind of a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation. And when I get woken up in the middle of the night, after I've tried so hard to go to sleep, it ain't pretty, folks. It ain't pretty at all. Okay, so gathering our supplies. Oh, I'm so excited. I love making this card. It's so fun. Oh, I think I want this to be 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay. Yes. 3.5 by 4 3/4. I want to have a nice wide border of bright Poppy Parade. And just like with Maria's card, we will have so many different colors we can bring into this. Don't forget, do you remember this card? We made this card together maybe a month ago. Whoops, it doesn't have an inside yet. Where we just took all of the strips and kind of shingled them like siding and then distressed the edges and used some of that beautiful bedazzling paper. Who still has bedazzling paper? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you're awake out there, stampers. And anyway, so you can just use your tiny strips of bedazzling paper to make this card. And of course, this is a strip card, right? This is what we need after we make tons of Christmas cards. Then we have all these little strips of paper left over. So you just glue down one side. There we go. There's my friends. Thank you for the thumbs up. I love it. And thank you for sharing. I see you're sharing off and on, and I appreciate that so much. As I say, and I say this almost every time because it's true, that helps the Stampin' Up! Grow. Just getting the word out, right? So anyway, keep these strips in mind and this beautiful paper in mind. And then let's bring in, let's do some stamping. That's a novel idea. Let's see. I might need an extra piece. I don't know. I don't even know what's in my mind. So I know that I want to do it on white. And I know that I need some graph paper. Okay. So how many of you have Christmas season or these seasonal label dies? How many of you have been working with these? Because they're good. They're timeless, right? And again, just like Maria's card, they're almost seasonless. So it's really fun. Of course, they shine during Christmas, but you don't have to use them just during Christmas. Don't be silly. I have evergreen in my front yard all time, every day. In the heat of summer, there's evergreen stuff out there. So it's not just for Christmas, but it is nice at Christmas. Okay, so we have a couple different things here. Now I want to kind of size this up. I want to have one of these labels behind everything. That might end up being this one. And then we can have lots of different greenery and stuff on it. And this one doesn't have to be white, but I bet it's going to be. So probably that. Then we can do a little stamping on it. But we can also do some of these pine cones and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, I know. Great joining incentive this month. Plus, I would just love to have you on my team. Come join me if you live in the United States. You can do it. It would be so fun. It's like this, only times 10. I don't know if I should bill it as that. It's, you know, it's better than this. Oh, man. All right. Let's see here. Oh, you guys, I'm just happy with seeing all of you and seeing all your comments coming up. And if and when, now I've definitely missed some comments, right? When that happens, please don't feel that I don't want to chat with you. I see you. You are important to me. I go back after the end of this. This is like one of my favorite things in life, is I go back and I look at your comments. I answer your questions to the best of my ability. And laugh and just look and see what everyone's talking about. But I also want to do a fairly decent job for you, so that's why I'm not always looking. It's hard enough for me to stamp when my eyes are on the project. So I just want you to know I am not ignoring you. And Kathy String will often, if she really wants to get my attention during the video, she will post she'll use the tried and true method of posting in all caps with an exclamation point. So if you really need to talk to me, you can do that. Or you can also click the like and love button a lot. That gets my attention too, because I see those things floating by. So in fact, you can even do that just for fun, because Facebook likes that apparently. They think, oh, there's someone who's really getting the attention of people. We got to jump over there. Okay, let's make some of these pine cones. So this is two-step stamping. Okay, and there are 2 of each size of pine cone. Let me show you how we do this. Oh, Roz, that's so sweet. You always can. No, I'm just kidding. You always can. Truly. Like, I'm not kidding about that, but I get it. You've already like worked up to a certain amount of discount and stuff. But yes, it's kind of important it's good to do a little shopping around when you sign up with people, because, you know, they're going to be your leader, or they can be a business, what do I want to say? They're a good resource and things. So you want to pay attention to that stuff. I think let's try crumb cake and soft suede. Kathy Sheely, I am gonna just hug you if that happens. I think I'll hug you anyway, but Okay, so see, this is what happens. I start looking at comments instead of stamping. So let me get back to the stamping. That's what we're really here to do. This is a larger base. It's a larger stamp, isn't it? See, this one is just little. The shape of it is little. It's going to go on the inside. This one is the main image. So this is the lighter color in general. This is how you would do it. The lighter color would be the larger stamp. And then where all the shading and the darkness is in a pine cone would be the smaller stamp. Okay? So I am going to stamp this larger image in crumb cake. And then I'm going to come back and stamp the smaller part. Oh, that's dark too. Let's see. I did just re-ink my crumb cake. We can try it out. It's just ink and paper. And then this one is the soft suede. And, okay. So then this, you have to, be looking at it. And everywhere where there's white, when you look through the stamp, once you see like there's white showing through every part where the ink is, just put it down. You'll be fine. Ooh, it's still good. I think I want my base pine cone to be even lighter. Yes, I do. Oh, goodness. Yeah, let's not talk about transferring. You guys we can still have fun as fellow demonstrators. I just wanted to say, technically, you can if you are ever feeling like you need to do that, and it doesn't even involve me or anything. I just mean compliance-wise, you can do that within Stampin' Up. But yes, we'll not talk about that. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this off. I don't steal demonstrators. That's not my angle at all. Okay, now let's bring this in. And I think we're going to have a lot more contrast, but still have a brighter pine cone. Now I can't quite see. I hope I got it right. Right-ish. See, even when you're off a little bit, it's still fine. So let's do a couple of those. Again, this is crumb cake that I'm stamping off. I know, 2 sides to every piece of paper in this craft room, that's for sure. And then one, you know what, let's do one. I might even like these a little bit lighter with the Poppy Parade. So let's just use our crumb cake. Let's not get even any fancier than that. Let's just use one color of ink. This is why we play. Oh, there it is right there. Whoop, there it is. So I don't even want the soft suede. I just want the crumb cake. Okay, so now that I stumbled on the right combination for me, for right now, let's do one more of those. And then we'll do a baby one because they're just cute. And then we'll have 3, which is a nice odd number, right? Ooh, super fun. So see, even when you're off a little bit and there's some white spots, I think it's supposed to be like that. So it's very pretty. Hello, Peggy. And hello, Susan. Delayed again. I hope you don't mean the video, but if it is, just go out and come back in. That's what we do. All right? I wish that fixed problems with my computer for work. I just downloaded, there was an Apple operating system upgrade. I don't know. I thought it was going to be this tiny thing, and it ended up taking like an hour and a half. Eek. So I knew something would probably be messed up. And yes, it was my work connection. No big deal, just my work connection. So anyway, I had to work with the technician about that this morning a little bit, and never did get it completely resolved because I use a Mac, and apparently that is still equivalent to something I made in my basement. You know, like when you call your work technicians, they're like, nope, we only know about Windows. I'm like, well, there's a lot of us out here. I just want you to know this is not like an obscure thing, but you know, that's life. So anyway, I had access to my spreadsheets, and that, as you know, is the name of my game. I did most of my work because of that, so we're all good. Now tomorrow I have to go into the office, so that gives them an extra day to help me fix this stuff. Oh, new comments. I'm not even looking at them. Hello, Anne. Nice to see you. Yes, I'm jumping on and not scheduled or anything. Look at me. I'm a rebel. I kind of want to put a little circle in here, but I don't want it to get too crazy. Let's see. And I like this. I would love to make a lot of really special friend cards. So let's see how this might look. It's kind of large, but let's just see here. I'm sure we have a circle in our layering circles that's going to fit it perfectly. So let me grab that. Oh gosh, we're doing everything I love. We're die cutting, we're stamping, we're talking, we're laughing. I mean, it doesn't get much more fun than this. Oh, and it's election night, isn't it? Oh my gosh. This is the best thing to be doing on election night. Just stamping and having fun. Is anybody else stamping along with me? Let me know if you're stamping along with me. I like to know that. Do you know that's one of my favorite things to do? Of course, I just watch a lot of people, like when I'm getting ready to go to bed and stuff. I might like watch a video of Australians as they're just getting up to start their day. But I never just watch a video of stamping. I'm always working on my own crafting at the same time. So let's make a little circle of white for this. What are you doing? You're okay. Yes, you are. You're all right. In fact, oh, all right. It's 7:55. You know I can't stand it. Okay. Hope there's more than one in here. We're going to have to, ow. Do not press my legs. You just chill. Oh, gosh. Oh, all right. Beat it, monster. Here, Tango. Don't mind me. Oh, my goodness. Now, I think what I can do, actually, is cut the circle out of the middle. And then, can I pop it up? No, I think that's going to look messy on the inside. See, you have to think about your construction when you're working on this clear shaker card, right? Because you're going to see on the inside. Yeah, I know, it's a treat. May as well scratch my legs up in the, just in case I can't get to it fast enough. I tell you what, he doesn't like eating dinner, but get the snack out. All bets are off. It's all 16 pounds attacking me. Yeah, this is usually the time for hot school board elections, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. All right. So, friends like you make this season special. I am lucky to have tons of friends who make my holiday season special. In fact, before COVID and before I had to worry about being sick with Crohn's disease so much, it was an institution. My girls' Christmas party was an institution. I hope to make it an institution again soon. I don't know about this year. You know, you just have to kind of wait and see how the numbers are, right? Unfortunately, the COVID numbers. But I have a rockin' girls' Christmas party. It's super fun. And I only invite people I like. No obligatory invitations. You know, like no friends of friends. No business invitations. No, it's only people that are special to me. And frankly, as time goes on, more and more of my gatherings are like that. Okay, so that's a beautiful sentiment for hopefully a beautiful friend's holiday card. Oh, so cute. So we're kind of stacking up our pieces and parts here, right? Okay, now let's do some more stamping, of course, because we have die cuts that we can cut out all of these cool things. All these cool like pieces of greenery and stuff, they can all be cut out. And so here you can see all the different pieces that are available. Let's go with this. Let's do this in mint macaron, and it will match the background paper. But it has a very, I don't know if it's distinctive. I don't think it's like a distinctive quality. It's more like a watercolor wash. And so the inking is not, well, you'll see. It just looks like watercolor. There are light and dark spots, but you don't have to watercolor it. It just makes itself. I can tell right now, we need to do our little trick, right? What do the Australians call it? Massage. What do we call it? Mashing. Mash your ink down, okay, with your handy Target card, and you'll get a better impression when you have these images that are special. There we go. Look at that. I'm going to turn it over and show you the other one, and I will show you what we were missing. Still very nice. It's nice to know you can get a more solid image if you want to, but this is the way the stamp is intended. Okay, see all these pieces of light and dark? And then that is how it's stamped, with all the ink up at the top of the ink pad. So what we're doing is we're pressing the ink down into the ink pad, because lots of these special image stamps need a little less ink. So that's why we're doing that. So perfectly fine either way, however you like it. For this particular one though, I want to show off all the fancy highs and lows of this stamp set. Hello, Deborah. Very nice to see you. And good evening to you as well. We're just having a little fun here. Making a shaker card with all sorts of pieces and parts on it. Now, I think we also should have some of this greenery. This like spruce piece. Maria put this in Daffodil Delight, which I thought was so cool. Almost look like a tamarack pine right here. Do you guys know what that is? It's a tree that goes bright yellow in the fall. And there are a couple other ones that do that. I have a little variety, like a small one that's probably only grows like maybe 6 inches a year. And right now it is working on becoming bright yellow, and it will stay that all winter long. It suddenly becomes this huge showpiece, and then it goes back to green. Norma, I am using the chamois. So this is just a chamois, literally, that you can purchase from Stampin' Up. You can purchase this for me, and I will send you the clear case that goes with it. But it just needs water. And actually, this one's a little dry. So I have taken to remembering that I have my little spritzer over here, which guess what? You can also purchase from Stampin' Up. But one of them always has water in it, so I give it a little extra spritz, and that kind of keeps it damp. And then it's just water and just cleans them great. So let's see here. Now what color? I want to look to the DSP, right? I want to look to the color code in our paper. And it tells us, oh gosh, there's so many colors. The greens that we have are soft seafoam. Oh, that's soft seafoam. And I use mint macaron. That's okay. Let me see it. Oh, it's still good. Okay, so soft seafoam. I want a darker green. I want either soft succulent, which is a grayish green, or pear pizzazz. I almost think I want to go with pear pizzazz. Let's see it. let's see, soft succulent. So we could go really dark with, no, I don't like soft succulent with it. Makes soft succulent look really gray. We can also use evening evergreen, which is really dark. Let's stamp a little bit in both. Sorry, you didn't know we were going to do all sorts of trying and testing tonight, did you? I didn't know that either, okay? I didn't know either until we got into it. But this is how you learn about your stamp sets. What you like, don't like, all that business. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing I'm doing with the other stamps. Testing it out. It's beautiful. I do like that deep green. And then let's try it out with Pear Pizzazz. I should have used Pear Pizzazz first. Then I really wouldn't have bothered with cleaning the stamp. But that's all right. I don't need to be that lazy, I guess, do I? Nah. Okay, and then this is Pear Pizzazz. Ooh, that's pretty too. I do like it. That's a tough one. What do you guys like? Evergreen or pear? You can tell me. And yeah, evergreen or pear. And I'll stamp a few extra in the meantime. Glue be gone. Oh, that sounds serious. Yes, if you're actually, oh, what do you use to clean your blocks? I'm sorry. Yeah. I use pretty much what Kathleen said, like a mild dish soap. Usually after every class, I do that so they don't get super dirty. So I'll clean them in the sink with a little mild dish soap. Also, if there's something sticky on them, you can just use hand sanitizer. Yeah, so that just rubs it off really good. And you know, lots of times we get a Seal or Seal Plus on our blocks. And so if you will just take a little bit of hand sanitizer, and who doesn't have like 5 hand sanitizers at the ready? So just use that, and then you'll be good to go. I can stamp the double in dark and the single in pear over it. Really pretty. Tell me, what the double what? This one? Are you talking about the sprigs? Tell me if that's what you're talking about, Kathy Sheely. Are you talking about this? Evergreen does, yes, okay. Let's try that. The double, she says, do the double in the evergreen and the single in pear over it. And it's really pretty. Okay. I bet she's right, because Kathy knows about these kind of things. Look at all this scrap paper I'm using. It's so great. Hello, Amy. Amy says she uses Goo Gone on her blocks as well. Okay. The double in dark. Alrighty. Which is Gorge. And the single in Pear Pizzazz. Over it. Over each side. I think that's what you mean. Oh. If that's what you mean, I'm liking that. That's gorgeous. One more combination we could do. Oh my gosh. Okay, so maybe I will die cut a few of those. Okay, and then finally we just need some berries. And then I think we'll be ready to assemble this thing. So we're going to die cut those. We're going to die cut these. We have lots of green. We have a little brown. And now we want some berries. So, and we can also just stamp in the background with the berries. But we can cut these out. There's a die cut for this. Isn't that crazy? I know. It looks like it would be such an odd shape. You would never have a die cut for it, but we do. Okay, so Poppy Parade, same treatment. Thank you for teaching me that, Kathy. I really like it. It's really pretty. Okay. And these are really textural, so I think you definitely want to scrape your ink away. Look at how much dimension is in that stamp. Have I sold you on this stamp set yet? I hope so. I mean, I can work harder. Just tell me, just give me the word, and I can work harder at it. In fact, if you didn't like what I chose for Stamp-A-Stack and you wanted to choose this instead, as long as you purchased $62 of product, you can still have the Stamp-A-Stack class for free and have all of the paper and, you know, all the fun stuff and the tutorials, and then just use your own products. So please keep that in mind. It's a screaming deal. Okay. Probably next year I'll get smarter and I won't do that. I don't know, but you never know, right? Oh, Kathleen says, it's sharing time again. Thank you, Kathleen. Kathleen likes to remind people, which I appreciate, to share, because sometimes we get so mesmerized by the stamping, don't we? What stamp set is the sentiment from? The sentiment is from the other stamp set in the in this suite. So it's Christmas to Remember, and then the stamp set is Christmas. Oh my Lord, have I forgotten already? Christmas Season. Yes, Christmas Season and Christmas to Remember. Look at those, Amy. Aren't they gorgeous? Yeah, really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna bring in Wonder Woman because we have got some die cutting to do. We can't be messing around with the mini right now. The mini's good, and if I had one of you here to help me, I would put you on the mini, but I have to do this all myself. Brother, what's that about? Okay, see, this is a nice tight fit on those berries. And this is that Genius set, in case you've forgotten, that has the ribbon slits, so that when you do all of these labels, you can put slits on the sides of them for ribbons, whichever, you know, whatever size of ribbon you have. So they are quite clever. That's Stampin' Up. Okay, I can get this one. I can also get the little guy. Okay, let's see if I can get all this lined up and not have to use washi tape. Because, you know, I'm lazy like that on my pop-up lives. Okay, don't touch it, Lisa. Don't touch the little one. Oh. I have to look up in the camera because you are where my head's supposed to be. All of you are. Okay, and there we go. All right. Whoa, don't go flying off now. Okay, now this will be, phase 2 will be super fun, putting all these pieces and parts together to make a little scene on this really fun shaker card. And I hope once you see this that you like this construction of the shaker card as much as I did. I love a traditional shaker card. I love an easy shaker card. This one's probably just as easy, but I really like it. It just was a new, totally new way to look at the shaker card. So it's really fun. Let's see here. This, and of course, Patty Bennett taught me, because Patty Bennett just knows so much. I call her Stampin' Up! Royalty. I really think it's true. And the thing I like about her the most is how nice and gracious she is. Like, I was in a training class and she was speaking, and she sent me a friend request. Me, like 3 years ago. I was like nothing with a capital N as far as people knowing me. And then Patty Bennett sent me a friend request, and I sent her back a message and I said, Patty, you've been hacked. And she said, why? And I said, because I just got a friend request from you. And she said, no, I said that. And I thought, what? Who is Patty Bennett? Who is she thinking she's talking to? But no, she meant to send me a friend request. So that was kind of a nice thing, wasn't it? That was very nice of Patty. She didn't have to do that. Let's see here. Okay, one last little set of berries. So beautiful. I have some plants with those kind of red berries in my yard for the winter. The birds love them. I love seeing them. Very fun. Nice to have a Four Seasons garden. So you have, well, if you live in Four Seasons, it's nice to have a Four Seasons garden so that something is going on regardless of the temperatures and the weather. So let's see. We're done with the berries. Now we can bring in this guy and cut a few of these big leafy greens that are not in the color I wanted, but I still really like them. I'm gonna make myself use them because they don't need to be so matchy-matchy all the time. Like, I don't need to get hung up on that. I think we have 3 of those, so I'm going to go ahead. Well, we're going to want an odd number. I'm going to go ahead and do this. We don't need to have every single die cut, believe it or not. Okay. Who loves to die cut? Raise your hand if you love to die cut. I love to die cut. My stamper Carolyn loves to die cut. I think a lot of you do. It's very easy when you have this beautiful Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It's so smooth on your hand, and the pressure is just right so that it doesn't beat up your embossing folders, but it also cuts even the most detailed dies. It's a good one. Please keep this in mind if you find yourself shopping for your own Christmas present or a friend's Christmas present who is a paper crafter and you don't have a die cutter, or you have one and you're not quite happy with it. This one's excellent. And it comes with a 36-month warranty. Stampin' Up! Takes care of you if something is to go wrong with it. I've been using the same one that I got for well over a year now, and I've been preparing all of my classes on this. I finally bought a second one, but it's hardly been used. So just know that this thing is a class act, right? So the standard size fits all the dies, and it is $120. And that would be a great thing to add to a starter kit. And then after that, you'd be getting all of your purchases at least a 20% discount. And you could hang with me, right? We would have some fun. And you could meet the other ladies in the Zoo Crew team. And just have a great time with all the great products. The mini is $60. Also a really nice gift for someone, I think. The mini is super convenient. Yes, I know I'm running a little late for a Tuesday night, aren't I? But we're getting there because we have all of our pieces die cut now. So really it's just a matter of taking our envelope. I'm going to set this off to the side. Taking our envelope and putting some of our sequins in it. Now I have, these are the packaging, not so great for keeping them in, keeping the sequins in and using them over and over. But we managed to all use them in my team meeting and we're fine. So this is the sequins for everything, right? It's $12. It's a ton of sequins and shapes. And they're not necessarily Stampin' Up! Colors because they're just like metallics. So red, green, kind of an orangey and taupe color, I guess. And then very fall looking. And then of course these green. And like I said, they all have different shapes. Some are shiny and some are matte. They're all super sticky. I'm going to put a little bit of lotion on my hand, which is definitely not what you normally do when you're making cards. But I just want to put a little bit on here so I can pick these up. So when you are just using this package as they came, you really need to kind of use a tiny, tiny spoon or just use your fingers. Okay. And this is also a really good time for you to use your retired sequins. You know, we have some other current sequins. The sequins that are in the Peaceful Cabin are currently on back order for US and Canada. So don't get your hopes up on that. I was going to use a few of them and now I'm like, I'm coveting the few that I have left. Right? I'm like, I've got to save those for the front of a card. Now, I kind of like that. I am going to do this one thing that I hardly ever do, but I really like this particular glitter. I have some contraband here. Some contraband glitter that I like because it's really staticky. Let's see, can I find it? Whoops. Okay, here it is, I think. Yeah, so it's square glitter, and we may have had some in the past. I don't have any Stampin' Up! Glitter that's this big, but like I said, it's really staticky, and it holds on to the, I see you asking a question about a Zoom class. Well, you guys are talking, but I will get to you. Don't worry. That's one thing where I want to tell you, like, I see you asking that, and I will respond. But you're talking to Roz. So, okay, so see, those just have a lot of static, and so it's kind of annoying in most crafting. But for shaker cards, it's kind of nice to have some staticky elements, because then they sit up in the card. See here? How it just kind of, it clings to the envelope. So it defies gravity a little bit, right? And so it's holding on. So anyway, that's why I liked it. Okay, now here's what you do. You have a nice little, you know, I say like 3 pinches and then a dash of sequins in this envelope. And take your window sheet you've cut to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Put that in there. Make sure, it doesn't matter if the sequins are on either side. It's good to have some on both sides. What you need to make sure of is that this window sheet is down snug in there so that you can fold this over. Okay, now notice I still have it laying towards me where it's coming this way, right? Where the fold is on the back. I'm going to take this piece of transparent tape. So not the magic tape that is kind of matte. This is tape from the dollar store. So it's shiny because it hides. Now let me try and bring this up too. I have just covered this, okay, to create one of a couple different seals that we're going to put on our sequence. Okay. All right. Now, let me try not to forget the order of things I'm doing here. We need this. Okay, so you have the envelope, and you're going to keep this part. See this part that you pull off? This is the adhesive part. Pull that off, and you want the sticky part to be on the other side of you, so it's on this side. Okay, now the card is upside down from how you usually do it, right? So see, the card is upside down. You're going to take this and place it on this side of the card. Size it up so that the left and right sides are even. Okay. Make sure that it's flush on the bottom. All right, and then bring this down. Weird. It's upside down, but just stick with me. Okay, so now go to the inside of the card. I need you to use some tear and tape. Just on the acetate part, okay? Let's see here. I do this because Seal Plus will not adhere. I can't get it to adhere off of the roll onto the clear envelope. So it's just easier to put tear and tape down. And you can use tear and tape on the whole thing if you want to, but also now's where I like to use a little liquid glue to make sure we get this glued all around the edges, right? A little in the middle, and maybe even a little more tear and tape on the sides of this envelope. Why not? That's not someplace where I'm going to stick liquid glue. So, because again, it's not going to have anything to absorb into. And so most likely, in my experience, it will just squish out all over the card front. Not great. Oh gosh. I love this card construction. It messed with my mind. Even though I was watching her make it, I still did it wrong the first time. So don't feel bad if, you know, like use some retired cardstock if you're unsure, and just get the construction right. Okay, then you take what's kind of the back of the card and you fold this shut. What? So weird. You fold it shut, okay? And then when you turn this over, this now becomes the front of your card. Uh-oh, does everyone see that? Did you already know that? Or are you like, okay, I get it now. Isn't that beautiful? Already, it's gorgeous. Reds, greens, golds. I am in love with it. Okay, I hope that you like that. So now we're going to place our paper in there, right? So let's do a little bit of that. Yes, bingo is the 19th. Stamp-a-Stack is the 20th. And Paper Pumpkin is the last Sunday of the month at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. If that works. If that doesn't work for everybody, or for anybody, then I am not opposed to changing that. But I want to have it close enough to the end of the month that everyone can get their kit. And then, of course, we have to get through Thanksgiving. I'm not going to have it right before, you know, a few days before Thanksgiving and have you, like, busy with Thanksgiving. So, okay, now that I have this, I want to grab my stamps again. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping on this. So, Amy, I saw Patty Bennett make this shaker card, and she watched somebody on Instagram make it. And I don't remember their name, and I don't believe they were a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So just an FYI, okay? Doesn't mean it's not a keep card. I don't remember that person's name. They may not have even been from the United States. Okay. let's take some soft seafoam now that we know what this color is in the background, right? Soft seafoam is one of my favorite for cardstock. I just think it's so cool. So again, I'm not going to worry too much about the imagery of it. I'm just going to stamp this a few times so we have something interesting back behind us, right? Then I think I should even stamp. Oh yes. See, it's super light, so it's very, looks like it's some wallpaper. They do this in wallpaper a lot, where they do this like double patterns on top of each other. And then let's bring a little bit more Poppy Parade into the background with this tiny, there's just this tiny one that's just dots. So it's this one. And it's a perfect use for the A block. All right, let's see here. Well, I'm glad you have a 2-day crop. We'll try and catch you the next time, okay? Don't worry, I'm doing it again in December. I'll be really good at it by December. And I have another, you know, that one's going to be different than the other two and super fun. So just keep that in mind. We'll have another one coming up in December as well. I hope you can make all 3. So we started in October, then it was so fun that I went to November. Now it's so fun that we're going to have one in December, right? Okay, I'm going to put this up on dimensionals, but I'm going to keep my dimensionals toward the middle so that I can put all of my greenery in back behind it, or at least some of the greenery back behind it. Okay. So this, oh, I like how this is shaping up. It's a very, very fresh looking Christmas card, I think. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. And then all of these are just mostly going to be with glue dots, whatever you find handy when you're doing this kind of tucking procedure. They don't necessarily have to be on dimensionals, but maybe they will. Let's see here. If anything's too large, it might have to be on like a mini dimensional, you know, if it comes out too far. So let's keep that in mind. Ooh, look at that. I already am in love with that. We're going to keep this in the background, right? And then layer all the different colors on it. But I love how we have this color in the back label, and then we have exact die cut. Very fun. Oh, you guys are thinking of getting together in Florida? How fun! Oh, that's what's been going on. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. I'm gonna get out there sometime. I don't know when. Hopefully not in the summertime. That's not my plan. I'd do it if I had to, but my plan would mostly be like, you know, January, when everybody else wants to go to Florida too. Okay, so I don't necessarily want to have those. Now see, isn't this a fun stamp set? Because you could sit one night and just like stamp and die cut all these pieces, whoops, and then just work on building them whenever. I need my silicone mat. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, always very helpful to have the silicone mat. We might not even use all 3 of these pine cones. I don't know. I think we're going to do that, and then that's too big. We're just going to have 2 pine cones, one of each size, down at the bottom. come during the winter. Exactly. Oh, it's like late fall without the leaves. Oh, awesome. Well, that's what I'm coming then. I've already, you've made up my mind for me. Now, when you're doing this with dimensionals, right, if something's already up on a dimensional on the left-hand side, you can't put 2 dimensionals on it or it will be like a big speed bump. So just do it like this. Just put a dimensional over on the right-hand side, right? And then now we need something over here or it's going to get too lopsided. So let's bring some of these greenery pieces in. Come on now, don't fight me. Do not fight me. Oh, I'm so glad that we went ahead. We're doing mostly greens anyway, right? We really only have this pop of Poppy Parade and the berries. Oh, and the pine cones. Let's see. Do I want this? Maybe that can go right back there. So when you're doing this kind of thing, at least for me, I just use a combination of whatever adhesives will work the best. Like if I just want a little, whoops, I can't do that. I won't see this word special. That would be kind of goofy. Nope, that needs a dimensional. I've even been known to cut the pieces so that they fit back behind something a little better, because you don't have to see the whole thing. It's just, if we just want like a little hint of it, then just cut the end off. Nobody's gonna know. It's our little secret, right? And that fits like right there. And then, oh, I need to glue these in a little bit. Might need a dimensional afterward. Oops. Okay. This one's going to need a dimensional. Now, this is not how you normally do it, but it's how you sometimes do it. Take your dimensional, get it to stick onto your, take your pick, and then just put it under there. Okay, make a little sandwich. There we go. And then let's bring in some of this red. Ooh, super cute. Okay, I want some berries. Adorable. Now we don't have to use all the berries either. I like that right there though. This looks kind of odd. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Let's do this. Glue this one on the edge. Right here. Could use a mini dimensional underneath there. I don't know. I think it'll be fine, but you know, in the mail, with the postal service the way it is right now, I think I better give it an extra dimensional. Oh, shoot. Okay. And the dimensionals fit right underneath these berries. And I'm sure that Stampin' Up! Made it that way, because that's how clever they are. See, so a mini dimensional is the exact size of these things, fits right underneath there. So handy. And then I think I want to cut this and, yep, put a little sprig right there. Are you guys with me? You still with me? Did I lose a lot of you? I know it is a couple hours later for some of you. Thanks for hanging with me. This is getting to be so cute. Oh, I love it. Let me look at some final things we might want to use. I think we have all that gold, but I feel like I just want to keep it clear on here. We're here. Okay, good. My Florida lady, if my Florida ladies are still here, then everyone should still be here because you guys are in the Eastern time zone. So if they can do it, we can all do it. What time? It's 8:30 my time. Okay. I think I want to put, well, no. I was going to put those clear dots over the berries, and then I realized I would feel the need to do it on all of them, and that's kind of dumb. I'm not going to end up doing that, so let's put that down here. Okay, so these are the silver and clear epoxy essentials. So half of them are silver backed, and half of them are clear backed. Very handy. And also 2 or 3 different shapes. So, okay. So here are a couple little things for the save it for later stash, right? Oh gosh. And then this fantastic thing is going to get stuck onto the front of this card. Now, I found that I could use Seal Plus on the back of the cardstock, and it would stick just fine. I can't roll this and have it stick to the envelope. If you put it on cardstock first, then it will adhere. What I like to do is I like to take this, push all my voluminous sequins, the big fat sequins. Uh-oh. Hey. I dropped it. Now see, they will stick. Oh, shoot. I think it's just ripping the cardstock. Yes. See, it is no joke. I'm telling you. No joke. Let's try that again. Okay, you have to be really careful when you're putting Seal Plus on cardstock because it will rip it. So, let's try that again. Aww. I'm going to be so happy to give this to a friend. And then I'm just putting it in the center. But of course you can put it wherever you want. Oh my gosh. The final piece of this I will not keep you for. But basically I just used the scalloped dies from the Scalloped Contours. And I just made a single back. You know, just cut out a basic white. Or whatever. I definitely could use soft seafoam as well. And then do a little stamping on it. Leave some room to sign your name. Oh my gosh. Did we have fun tonight? I hope you did. I hope you had fun because I love these shaker cards. Thank you, Patty Bennett, for introducing me to the design. I absolutely love them. So, super fun. I hope you guys have fun with them. I hope you make some and show me. That's what I want to see, is I want to see your rendition of the new shaker card. Okay? Please don't forget about all the events we talked about tonight. They're going to be fun. They're going to be fun. People are signing up. And so, and I already know, like, there's a fun guest list coming, okay? So, take a look and see what fits your schedule and your interests. And also you can private message me because I threw a lot of dates at you and different ideas. So you just private message me with any questions that you have about any of the events we have coming up. See, that still looks really nice on the inside, doesn't it? And I'll get you all fixed up, okay? Until I see you on Thursday night, I hope you all have a really nice couple of days. Go make a shaker card and tag me in it. I would love to see your take on this. Okay, everyone? Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Stay safe. Sorry, guys. I'm really leaving now.